Hey guys, Brad Danger here, and all right, you want to go fast. Cool, because today I'm going to show you how to go stupid fast without buying anything car guys actually want. Yeah, we're totally flipping the script, because here's the truth nobody talks about. Car guys ruin cars. They find something cool, and suddenly that cheap, fun car is now 30 grand with 3 previous owners and a vape in the glove box. Meanwhile, the cars that they ignore, the ones that they clown on, those are the ones quietly getting faster, cheaper, and better. So today we're talking about fast anti-car guy cars. Cars that are quick before everyone else figures it out. Like, subscribe so we can hit 2 mil, and let's go. Let's start with the one that makes people the most uncomfortable. The Tesla Model 3 Performance. Yeah, I said it. Look, you can argue about sound, you can argue about soul, you can argue about whatever you want, but you cannot argue with physics. 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds for under 40 grand used. Let that sink in. You are getting supercar acceleration for less than a used truck, and the craziest part, people still don't want them. But it's the obvious answer because it checks every box: fast, cheap, hated. And here's why that matters: depreciation. These things drop hard, which means someone else took the hit and you scoop up the performance. That's the formula. Now let's talk about something way more chaotic: the Nissan Altima SR. Yeah, the Altima, the official car of bad decisions. But here's what nobody tells you. The 2.0 turbo Altima, low 5 seconds, 0 to 60, that is fast. Like faster than a lot of enthusiast cars from 10 years ago. And because the reputation is absolute chaos, nobody respects it, which means prices stay low. You can find these for around 20 to 25 grand. And nobody is fighting you for them because nobody wants to be seen in one, except you, because you understand the game. Next up, this one is criminal. The Ford Fusion Sport, 325 horsepower, all-wheel drive, twin-turbo V6, and it looks like a rental car. Perfect. You can pick these up right now for around 15 to 20 grand, and they will absolutely move. This is one of those cars where if you line up next to someone at a light, they're not even taking you seriously, and then you're gone. That's the magic of a true anti-car guy car. No one expects it. Now we step into luxury territory because this is where things get really stupid. The BMW 7.5 OI, 500 horsepower, 0 to 60 in around 4.5 seconds. Originally, $80,000 to $100,000. Now you can find clean ones for 25 to 35 grand. That is insane. This is a full-on executive missile. Massage seats, twin turbo V8, absolute highway destroyer, and nobody wants it. Why? Because it's not cool, because it's not driver focused, because it's not a YouTube darling. Good. Let them ignore it. Same story with the Mercedes AMG E53. This thing is doing 0 to 60 in the mid threes. Used prices, 50 to 60 grand, which sounds like a lot until you realize what you're getting. This is a car that will walk a lot of sports cars while you're sitting in cooled leather seats. But again, no one is hyping these because they don't fit the narrative. Yo guys, quick pause because this is super important. The giveaway is live right now, and we're giving away this fully built, dripping in carbon Supra, 4 months in the making. And guys, it is the Tuner Hero spec, plus a Shelby GT350 with an exhaust that sounds absolutely ridiculous. So if you want to win, you've got a decision to make. Do you get the JDM Legend or do you get the American Icon? And guys, for a limited time, every purchase that you make on the site, which is pinned in the first comment down below, you get 2,000 bonus entries to win one of these cars plus bonus cash, hat, shirt, entry pack, it don't matter. That's 2,000 extra chances on top. And Rocky from New York grabbed a quick entry pack last time and walked away with a GTR plus bonus cash. So yeah, it definitely happens, and we're running it back with 2 cars. So which one you picking? Let me know in the comments down below, and go get entered as well. And good skill. Now let's talk about a car that should be loved, but isn't. The Kia Stinger GT, twin turbo 5.6, 365 horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds, and you can find them for 25 to 30 grand. This thing is legitimately good, but it says Kia, and that's all it takes. Car guys don't want to give it respect, which means you can steal one. Now this one is hilarious. The Audi TT. For years, people clowned on this car, called it soft, called it a hairdresser car, but here's reality. The TTS and TTRS are fast, like seriously fast. And even the regular TT is way quicker than people think. Used prices, 15 to 30 grand depending on spec. And because of the reputation, you're not paying the hype tax. Now we get into one of my favorite categories, cars that are hated because they're the wrong version. Like base Corvettes, the Chevrolet Corvette C5, everyone wants the Z06, everyone wants the collector spec, but the base C5 still does 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. And you can buy one for 15 to 20 grand. That is one of the best performance per dollar plays on the entire market, and people will still talk trash. Perfect. Same idea with the Porsche 996, especially automatic ones. Car guys love to hate these IMS bearing headlights. Worst 911 ever. Cool, because you can buy one for 20 to 30 grand and it's still a 911, still rear engine, still fast, still iconic, but because it's not the right one, you get it cheap. Now let's get disrespectful. Minivans, the Honda Odyssey, yeah, 280 horsepower, 0 to 60 in the 6-second range, sliding doors, and zero respect. You can get one for 15 to 20 grand all day. Imagine lining up next to someone and getting gapped by a minivan. That's psychological damage. And then there's the ultimate sleeper SUV, the Ford Explorer ST. 400 horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 5 seconds, and it looks like a cop car. Used prices, 35 to 45 grand. Nobody is posting these on Instagram. Nobody is building clout with these, but they move. Now, this is how you got to think about it. The idea that there is always a version of a car that car guys don't want. That's the loophole. Automatic Mustangs, non-MBMWs with big engines, luxury trims instead of performance trims. All of these get ignored, and ignored cars get cheap. And here's the bigger takeaway. People don't actually hate slow cars. They hate cars that don't fit their identity. That's it. If it doesn't sound right, look right, or fit the car guy checklist, they don't want it, even if it's faster. And that's where you win, because at the end of the day, speed is objective, but hype is subjective. And hype is what drives prices. So if you can separate the two, you unlock an entirely different level of buying. Now, here's the thing that you got to think about. The idea that there is always a version of a car that car guys don't want. That's the loophole. Automatic Mustangs, all of these get ignored, and ignored cars, well, get cheap. And here's the even bigger takeaway. People don't actually hate slow cars. They hate cars that don't fit their identity. That's it. If it doesn't sound right, they don't want it, even if it's faster. And that's where you win. But at the end of the day, speed is objective, but hype is subjective. And hype is what drives prices. So if you can separate the two, you unlock an entirely different level of buying. And remember to go to winthisIdealCar.com to get entered to win either a Shelby GT350 or a Silver Screen Mark V Supra, plus bonus cash. I've linked to it in the pinned first comment. Like, subscribe so we hit 2 mil. Check out these vids over here. I'm Brad Danger, and promise me one thing. Keep living the ideal lifestyle.